Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to 9 p.m. English News Edition The Headlines. The head of state received an American delegation. For international scene, thousands of Haitians fled against violence and UN calls for intervention. Those were the headlines, and now welcome to the national news. The President of the Republic, His Excellency Miguel, received this morning at the People's Place a high-level American delegation led by the Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense, Mr. Mara Carolina, and the Chief of the United States African Command, and General Michel Langley. The audience provided an opportunity for the President and the American delegation to discuss the already privileged relationship of friendship and cooperation between the two countries and the ways and means of promoting and further developing the partnership at the head of the exchange between the head of state and the WTA and the Secretary of Defense and head of African. During the audience, the President and the American delegation discussed the two nations' strategic partnership in various sectors, notably economic development, defense and security, and the fight against terrorism. In this context, the American delegation was particularly interested in hearing the views of the President of Djibouti on geostrategic change and many challenges in facing our sub-region, particularly in terms of security. And the American delegation led by the Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense also included the Major General of the American Force in Horn of Africa. So now let us listen to the speech of the American Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense for his speech.
It is such a pleasure to be in Djibouti for my very first time, and I was honored to have the opportunity to meet with the President. We had a very good discussion about how strong the relationship is between the United States and Djibouti, and we're grateful for this relationship.
We discussed, and I thanked him, first of all, across this past year since I've been in command, of how Djibouti has helped us in operations. When the crisis in Sudan, President Gully was there for us and supported us in there. And also President Hassan Sheikh Mohammed down in Somalia, as he's trying to reach his vision of stabilization and security across Somalia, the Djiboutian soldiers are there. And they are really doing their job and doing their part to ensure that Somalia becomes a very prosperous and stable country. So that's what I came here to thank the President for.
And the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Mohamed Ali Yusuf, gave us an update on the meeting between the head of state and American delegation. So he said this audience served first and foremost as a forum and the President and the American delegation to discuss the already say Mohamed Ali Yusuf and privileged relation of friendship and cooperation between the two countries.
The relationship we have with this great country, because their presence here is for the sake of security and stability in the region. They have been doing for the past 2 decades a tremendous job in fighting, terrorist groups, in helping the region to be more stable. So for that, President Gele wanted to thank, the representatives of the American administration, at the head of which here today we have Madam Mara and we have General Langley. They are really voicing very clearly that they would like to continue to have that partnership for the sake of the security and stability in this region. We have also bilateral relations other than the military ones. So we were discussing those issues in a little bit tough manner, because we want the American presence to be more beneficial to the Djiboutians. And we thank the camp for hiring Djiboutians. There are more than 1,000 Djiboutian workers working in the camp. The second issue is about, of course, the services they use in the country. They are ready also to cooperate, discuss on the best way to contribute to the economy of Djibouti through using those services. They are already using a number of services, and we hope they will continue to use more services. And the third point, of course, is very important, is that there certainly will be an upgrade in the ports of Djibouti. The American administration is ready to invest in what they call the Pier 10, which is La GT10. They would like to upgrade it. And this will certainly be a value-added investment to the port. So these are a number of issues that are very important for the Djiboutian side, also very important for the American side. So let's say that we value and we appreciate that relationship, and we will continue.
So, as part of its efforts to protect the environment and combat epidemics such as the derolic disease and cholera, the Djibouti city and prefecture is informed the owners of a tanker truck used to empty septic tanks that's not strictly forbidden to discharge water into cities. The Chief of General Staff of Army Forces, Lieutenant General Secretary Ibrahim, led a high-level military delegation of the International Military Technique Forum held in Moscow from August 13 to 16, 2023. The event was marked by constructive exchange, bilateral meeting and discussion on technological development and innovation in the military file. The forum will reunite event in the file of military technology brought together representatives from numerous countries and spare from defense sectors. The aim was to share the latest advances in defense material, equipment and system, and to promote cooperation and the exchange of expertise between the participation nation. The Djibouti Army delegation had the opportunity to take part in seminar, technical presentation, and practical demonstration of a cutting-edge military equipment. This interaction enabled the Chief of General Staff and his team to explore opportunity for strengthening the national defense system. Another youth movement, one of the indivisible, in collaboration with the Coming of Belbela and Ministry of Health, yesterday organized the second stage of campaign to prevent and raise awareness among young people of the danger of drug and narcotic consumption in the large conference hall of the Al-Rahma complex. The theme of the campaign was "Drugs Destroy Our Life," a contribution to emergence of a healthy, drug-free youth. The campaign brought together over 200 young people and community group from the Coming of Balbela. The aim was to raise young people's awareness of the danger of drug use with the support of experienced health professional and addiction prevention specialists in the young people of the Coming of Balbela all pledged to be active in the fight against drug use and consumption and to pass on the message of to their peers. In his speech, the president of the United Youth Association, Mr. Ahmed Magula, urged parents to be continuously vigilant, attentive, and closely monitoring the children for risk behavior seriously associated with drug abuse. He also took the opportunity to draw young people's attention to the serious consequences of the drug problem and to the need to be vigilant. He also it's everyone's responsibility, young people, adults, parents, to work together to combat this courage. A team from the Mopile Brigade of Laboratory National Analyze Elementary in Lana visited the Al-Sabi region yesterday as part of the mission to carry out a health check on food staves marketed on national territory with the aim of protecting consumers' health. The team was received at the prefecture office by acting prefect Mr. Saida Wapuri Asoe. On this occasion, the Lana team, together with the members of the Alisabi and Gendarmerie Brigade, carried out a sanitary inspection of a food stave sold in the region stores. During this inspection, a large quantity of out-date products, including children's sweets, rice, cookies, etc., were seized from several wholesalers in the region. So inspectors from the Mobile Brigade have gave advice and recommendation to local and retailers on good chain practice. The Lana services continue its toll control and surveillance mission in the Alice region, particularly in other commercial outlets such as warehouses, restaurants, hotels. And now we have a make talk all about of the road security. A firm commitment to enhance road safety. Following the Minister of the Interior meeting on road safety, the authority in charge of road safety are working hard to put in place effective measures to protect the lives of citizens. Several vectors are responsible for the deterioration in road safety. A number of vectors are responsible for the deterioration in road safety, including motorists failure to comply with a highway code and the poor quantity of the roads. This challenge must be quickly resolved with a regular check to ensure compliance with a highway cut on the main roads in the capital and the outskirts of a pile-up area, an effort to improve the quantity of the road code. The other which took part in this meeting alongside the Minister of Infrastructure and Community Conduct with its prerogative has carried out a rehabilitation operation on the national road network. This European road rehabilitation project offers numerous advantages for citizens and by extension for the country's economic development. This is what Mr. Mohammed Mahdi, head of the others, the roadside inception United explained here. This is, he said, the revision of European road has mainly a benefit for citizens and by extension for the country's economy development. First and foremost, it helps to improve road safety by eliminating service defects such as potholes and other obstacles that can impede the traffic flow and even cause accidents. With this in mind, a team from RCD went to meet the team in charge of road inspection at the Djibouti Roads Agency. The task of this team is to check and assess the stage of deterioration of road in poor condition, identify those which present the greatest deterioration and potential danger to users, and then handing over their financial report to the team in charge of the work. So to carry out their various daily task, the road inception United and their work department use a state-of-the-art equipment and sophisticated technology. As a result, operations are carried out expertly on schedule. After incepting, they are trained to the peer reviewing the technical management of the work gets into action. All other rolling stock is deployed for sewing, combating the plaguing and repairing potholes and crossing. The road targets are mainly those heavily used by public transport and motorists. It should be noted that in this large-scale strategic operation, other is supported by development partners such as the Japanese Cooperation Agency JICA. Daily users of this road have complained by for too long about their advanced state of deterioration. From now on, such a situation will be a thing of the past. The other challenge to road safety in our countries is to lack of the respect for the highway code by road users. Accidents are frequent because of speeding, overtaking, disregard for a road sign, and overloading, especially for cars leaving Djibouti for the region. Road accidents involving large truck on potted corridors are also frequent, with many victims, especially at night when visibility is reduced. As for no compliance with highway code, the National Police Force has put in place a strategy of control and awareness raising on the highway code with a view avoiding traffic accidents. Several units in charge of monitoring and controlling road safety are at work in the file, checking at that traffic lights are and obeyed and that speed driver are not endangering outgoing citizen, as it is one of the most frequent causes of accident. Safety at all levels and the well-being of Djiboutian is one of the priorities on the route map of the President Mamregeli and his government. This included, of course, a strategic reduction in the road accident rate and the protection of motorists. In the keeping with the Gendarmerie High Command's directives to compare the right and traffic, the Ompuli Brigade and carry out on a raid in the district on a Monday, an investigation led to the identification of whole cells, drug traffickers, and series of arrests were made in this week, resulting in significant seizure. During the operation, gendarmerie from the Umpoli Brigade, supported by their colleagues from the Gendarmerie Umpoli, arrested the three suspected cannabis herb traffickers. The various searches carried out led to the discovery 4 cups of cannabis herb, 269 aluminium package in which the herb was packaged in detail, same for many of 215,000, including 167,000 in currency. They proceeded of the retail sales and finally marches. The alleged perpetrators of this drug trafficking network were taken into custody. At the end of the investigation, they will appear through before the public prosecutors. So the 11th edition of the Dailu Interregional Friendship Tournament kick off this Wednesday, August 16, 2023. A colorful ceremony presided over by the President of the NGO, Eva Ahmed Ali Muhammad, and attended by several guests and the population of the Adailu sub-prefecture. The first day saw a section of southern matches, with 2 matches in the morning and 2 others in the afternoon. Arta and Tujora played out 0-0 draw Udikil Pete Al Sevilla 1-0, and then in the afternoon Adailu Pete Arta 1-0, and finally Obo and El Sevilla drew 1 goal Papese. On the same day, a reconstructive session took place with a workshop on the presentation of the effort to combat climate change in the women water sheet. It should be noted that the other disciplines are on the venue for this tournament, such as volleyball, 100 meter sprint, arrays, and several other associative meetings. In addition to the regional to interregional friendship tournament, Dailu is also in the venue for association meeting this year. Gatrin Prink, together the leaders or representative of a dozen of association from the capital, the region, and the locality. The environment and the protection against the harmful effects of climate change was the theme addressed at the associative meeting held on the evening on Wednesday, August 16, the workshop which focused on the effort to combat climate change in the Uyghur Western was attended by young representatives of the country's various environment protection association and experts in the file in charge of the climate change commission of the NGO Eva Abdullah Salman Abdullah provided the training which covered a number of themes including environment protection, reducing the impact of climate change on the environment and its biodiversity mechanism for environmental resilience in the face of global warming and the strategy also mechanism implemented by the various environmental protection bodies to name but a few. Video were shown to demonstrate the work carried out by the NGO Eva in many missions and programs to help vulnerable population, most often farmers and pre-adults. The Djibouti Judo Federation took part in the Arab Junior Judo Championship from 15 to August 18, 2023 in Al Amin, Egypt. Thanks to all effort to the athletes, coach, and above all the support of the parents to continue to wish judoka chain in all competition. Nadia Marwan and Mehdi Faisal won bronze medal in the 15 kilogram category. Shahid Awad won bronze in the 44 kilogram training category. Young Ahmed Awad Ahmed won the medal from the youngest players in the competition. And now, for regional scene, NGO delivering aid into a war-stricken Darfur is a dual part difficult. Delivering aid into Sudan's warm region of Darfur is visible but difficult, leading humanitarian aid groups say on Tuesday. David M.C. Donnell, the regional director of the Cure International, explained that his organization is only able to provide aid to area because of the ties they have with the local community. It is a challenge to be restocking in South Darfur at this time. We need a peaceful route to be delivering aid and assistance through, he added. On for the international scene, thousands of Haitian Friday gang violence. UN calls for intervention as many Haitians are forced to flee due to the extreme violence imposed by gangs reigning supreme on Port-au-Prince. The UN calls for the rapid mobilization of international force campaigning police and military force on foot, on motorcycles or a crime into car. Thousands of residents loading down with bags and suitcases fly Port-au-Prince and poorly attacked by a gang member of Tuesday. We are living in extremely difficult situation. I don't even know where to go. I had to flee my house. Say Elia Dureska, a resident of the Carrefour Valley in the south of the Haitian capital. That's it for this edition. Thanks for attention and a wonderful evening.